Trust me, the ending of this video is going to blow your mind because I have a theory that completely changes everything we think we know about these characters. What if Agnes and Daisy are actually sisters in the show, just not in the way we expected? Stay with me, because this gets wild. And seriously, watch until the end, because the final theory connects all the foreshadowing from episode 8, and it honestly might explain the biggest mystery in the series so far. So episode 8 honestly left fans wanting way more because it was only 38 minutes long, making it one of the shortest episodes of the entire season. And that's exactly why people are so divided right now. Some fans loved how intense and emotional every scene felt, while others were frustrated because the episode ended just when things were starting to explode. There's something deeply unsettling about watching these young girls slowly being shaped into what Gilead expects them to become. Not individuals with dreams, opinions, or identity, but carefully controlled versions of themselves, taught from the very beginning what their role is supposed to be. And the scene with Aunt Vidala speaking to the Green Girls about their future married lives was honestly difficult to watch. Not because of what was directly said, but because of everything underneath it. The atmosphere, the silence, the way obedience is presented almost like a virtue instead of a loss. That's what makes the Testament so powerful sometimes. It reminds you how fragile progress can be, and how quickly entire generations can grow up accepting things that once would have felt unimaginable. Agnes is officially being pulled deeper into Gilead's system after getting engaged to Commander Weston, who is basically one of the most powerful and dangerous men in Gilead. And honestly, fans are completely divided about him right now. Some viewers think he genuinely likes Agnes and wants to protect her, while others think he's manipulating her the exact same way powerful men in Gilead always do. And after learning about his violent history, yeah, that entire engagement felt terrifying. Meanwhile, Daisy's storyline got even more stressful because she gets her period, which now means she can officially be married off in Gilead. The panic on her face in those scenes was heartbreaking because you can see how trapped she suddenly feels. She came into Gilead as an undercover Mayday operative thinking she had control, but now the system is literally swallowing her whole. And fans online are talking nonstop about the connection between Daisy and Becka after this episode. That bathroom scene and Becka secretly helping Daisy instead of exposing her was such a powerful moment. It showed that despite growing up inside Gilead, Becka still has empathy and humanity. What makes it even more interesting is that Becka later shares what happened with Agnes, which could become a turning point in how Agnes starts seeing Daisy and Gilead itself. A lot of viewers think the show is slowly building these girls into an important alliance against Gilead, and fans online are talking nonstop about the connection between Daisy and Becka after this episode. That bathroom scene and Becka secretly helping Daisy instead of exposing her was such a powerful moment. It showed that despite growing up inside Gilead, Becka still has empathy and humanity. What makes it even more interesting is that Becka later shares what happened with Agnes, which could become a turning point in how Agnes starts seeing Daisy and Gilead itself. A lot of viewers think the show is slowly building these girls into an important alliance against Gilead. But the most disturbing storyline in episode 8 was definitely Dr. Grove. The fact that Hulda finally admitted what happened to her, only to immediately be gaslit and blamed, was horrifying. And when Agnes realizes Hulda was abused too, you can see something changing inside her. This episode really showed Agnes starting to understand how deeply corrupt Gilead actually is. And Aunt Lydia, wow. Fans are loving Ann Dowd this season because Lydia feels more layered than ever. That conversation between Lydia and Agnes was so important because Lydia basically hinted that once Agnes has power, she'll be able to help destroy men, like Dr. Grove. And people online think Lydia is already quietly setting Agnes up to become part of something much bigger. Now let's talk about the biggest thing fans are obsessing over right now: Daisy's true identity. Because in the original book, Agnes and Daisy are sisters through June. Daisy is actually Nicole, but the show changed that completely. The series already confirmed Daisy is not June and Nick's daughter in this adaptation. So everyone has been asking the same question: why make that change? And this is where my theory comes in. I think the writers changed Daisy's origin for a reason. I don't think Agnes and Daisy stopped being sisters. I think the show simply changed which parent connects them. Hear me out. What if Daisy is actually the daughter Commander MacKenzie had with his mistress before the fall of America? Seriously, look at the clues. The way MacKenzie interacts with Daisy feels strange sometimes. There's this weird emotional tension there that goes beyond simple suspicion. And throughout the season, there's been constant foreshadowing about hidden identities, secret children, betrayal, and deals being made behind closed doors. I think June is secretly working with Mayday, while MacKenzie is secretly working with Gilead to get what the other wants. Two parents on opposite sides trying to protect different daughters. And I predict we're going to get two absolutely shocking scenes before the season ends. First, I think we'll see June and Commander MacKenzie secretly talking together in private. Not fighting, negotiating, quietly making some kind of impossible deal. And second, I think Agnes is going to get the chance to escape Gilead. But right when she's about to leave, she discovers that Daisy was part of the deal. That Daisy would be sacrificed or left behind in exchange for her freedom. And Agnes refuses to leave without her. That's the twist. Agnes and Daisy become sisters not because of June, but because of MacKenzie. Daisy is his biological daughter, while Agnes is his adopted daughter. Two girls connected by the same father figure, but raised on completely opposite sides of the world. Because suddenly Mackenzie's obsession with Agnes makes even more sense. His interest in Daisy becomes way more suspicious, and the emotional conflict between June, MacKenzie, Agnes, and Daisy becomes way more complicated. But what do you think? Is Daisy secretly Mackenzie's biological daughter? Are Agnes and Daisy still sisters in the show after all? And do you trust Commander Weston, or do you think Agnes is walking straight into danger? Comment your theories because this fandom is figuring out new clues every single day, and honestly, I think the craziest twists are still coming. Subscribe to the Timeless Tales podcast. Your stories, your time.